Sorry, can I take a quick minute? Thank all the high school coaches that came a few weeks ago to our coaches clinic. It was a really, really special time for this staff and just getting to hang out with those guys.
Questions? Garret, how have you been able to relate with the younger guys on the roster and you prepare yourself?
It's been pretty good. Obviously not that far removed from playing, so kind of see the game the same way. Some of the defenses that we see nowadays is obviously what I saw as a player. And then obviously being around Coach Satt and Coach Roll previously, that really, really helped me with the familiarity of this offense that we're going to run.
Hey, Coach Roll said you've seen 4 offenses in 6 years with all the coaches that you've worked with. What are the hallmarks maybe of this offense, and what advantage is there to kind of knowing every kind of offense that you've already learned?
Yes, sir. So my opinion, I've just seen a lot. Obviously, a lot of people run the same stuff. I'm a firm believer in showing the guys NFL tape. So if you saw me about 4 or 5 hours ago in the morning, I was breaking down some NFL tape because I think if they see the best of the best do it, they learn better than going to see a guy that, on the same playing level. So obviously being around those offenses and the different trees, so it's a little easier for me to kind of teach, in my opinion, just being exposed to that.
What guys do you show them? What NFL guys?
It's really everybody. A lot of guys like the Jamar Chase, they like the Justin Jefferson, the Tyreek Hill. Me, my personal favorite's DJ Moore, obviously. It's really just anybody. Whatever I can kind of get my hands on, and it's like my personal project throughout the night or the early mornings. So just about anybody.
Hey, Garret, how have you seen that? Just when you do stuff like that, when you bring guys into your office, show them film, whatever, just hang out with them, how have you seen the reception to those invitations grow over the 3 or 4 months that you've been here?
Oh my gosh, it's night and day. A lot of people laugh at the snacks, right? But that's real. When you have Eric Gilbert in there at 8:30, 9 o'clock, right? A tight end coming to join my room just to freaking grab some hot fries and obviously like steal away to kind of teach him a play because just the familiarity I was with the offense. And then also, like I told the guys, like that's their office, not necessarily mine. So when you see Billy Kemp, Josh Fleek sitting in my chair running the remote, it's a lot more powerful than me sitting there teaching them.
Garret, Isaiah was up here at IPC. What have you seen out of him, so far this spring, and how have you kind of connected with him?
Unbelievable. So his parents are actually from West Texas, so that kind of holds a special place in my heart, obviously, with my family. But just a super disciplined, detailed guy, very, very smart, very, very engaged in the meetings when either myself or Coach Satt is speaking. And then, he's just a guy that's dependable. And that's all we're really looking for, just guys that are dependable.
You've got to see Xavier Betts on the field now for a few weeks. What stands out about him and his game?
You just kind of look at him, right? He's really big, really, really long, can stretch the field vertically. But Zay's, he's competing his tail off. Very, very proud of him and all the progress he's made, both on and off the field, in the classroom. He's doing a really, really good job.
Who's going to step out the wide receiver room?
I don't want to kind of individualize anybody because I think that would kind of not disrespect the room, but take away from all the work that Cooper Hausman's doing, Elliott Brown, Roman Mancini. So I don't want to individualize anybody from that aspect. I hope that's not disrespectful in any way.
Last week, Coach Martell was telling us he's really in the developmental stage right now. What do you feel like you are in terms of bringing the guys along?
Yes, sir. We are a developmental program. So as you see, like we are getting a lot of reps. We got just in my room alone, we got 180 reps last Thursday. So that's as good as teaching as you can get once you're on the grass and actually doing it. So just to see like young guys like Sean Hardy, Victor Jones, Alex Bullock go out there and get 30, 40 reps a day, right? That's developmental. So I think we're all in different stages in that room, obviously with guys that are in their 6th year and then guys that are in year 2 or 3.
How big of a part of your job is that to develop young guys and turn them into players who can grow in your program over 3 or 4 years versus what you're doing with Billy or with Josh? You bring guys in toward the end of their careers. Where do you reiterates the importance of taking a freshman, like Malachi's out there
Mhm.
following around today, and working with him over the next 3 years.
Right. Yes, sir. So if you see the trend in recruiting, we're always going to recruit on height, weight, speed, right? The tape is kind of the advantage, right? But we want to get guys that are tall, long, and fast. So that's why it's so important to develop, and that's why we're here, is to develop guys both on and off the field.
I know you don't want to do individual breakdown on every guy, but Marcus Washington's a guy who's obviously had a pretty long college career. What's sort of been your message to him and getting to know him as he's the just piece of it?
I'm his third or fourth receiver coach. I think I'm his fourth receiver coach, and obviously that's tough on everybody. So first thing I had to do was build trust with him, and that came from me learning about his 1-year-old son Mason. So obviously he's got stuff that off the field that he's working for, which everything. When it comes to like being a player, if there's a why behind it, you're going to work harder, right? So, and then obviously when it comes to on the field, man, he's a competitive sucker, which, anytime you can bring that to the receiver room, we want it.
Garret, how about Josh Fleets? What's that transition been like, kind of going from peers to the coach-player relationship?
It's been awesome. One, because, I was asked earlier, I got to be in 4 offenses in 6 years. He's been around those. He's been around 2 of them. So sometimes, a lot of the times when I speak, I can kind of speak his language. And then also there's 2 or 3 times where I'm showing a clip and he's on the clip, right? And then obviously, we're installing the brand. We're installing Husker Speed, and he knows that. So anytime he's on the field and can kind of show what Husker Speed really looks like, that speaks volumes to the room.
What's Husker Speed?
Playing with overwhelming effort, play after play.
Garret, obviously you're the young guy on staff. You have all this energy. How much fun are you having being here and coaching these guys?
Yes, sir. I'm having the time of my life. Not only because of the room, right? Everyone asks what I love about Lincoln. The first thing I say is my players. But then, too, I get to be around Coach Satt and Coach Rule every day who, you just look at, we are identical. All 3 of us are coaches' kids, right? We care a lot about football and we care a lot about kids. So me getting to wake up every day and go see those 2 guys is a dream come true for me.
Coach Rule said, you've worked with some pretty tough coaches, and Coach Rule's kind of known for coaching his coaches up. I mean, how much do you welcome the constructive criticism from Coach Rule and Coach Satterfield, knowing this is your first stint as a position coach?
Yes, sir. So what's awesome is both of those guys have coached every single position on offense. I think Coach Rule maybe didn't coach running backs, but Coach Satt, he's coached every position. So when they talk, it's not like you're just listening to a guy that's always coached quarterbacks his whole career. No, this is a guy that Coach Satt played receiver, coached receiver. So when he speaks, you got to perk your ears up and listen. And then that's how you grow as a coach, as a person, is just taking that criticism and getting better from it.
Is there a different vibe, a different feeling from the NFL compared to college football? Does this feel a little different right now than maybe a year ago?
Actually, I don't think so. So I got to text a few guys yesterday because, OTA started for a couple teams and was just wishing them good luck. And, OTA is a little bit different than this. I think they can only lift and meet. But those guys were jacked up to get back in the building. They go – a lot of them go 3 months from the end of the season to now of not being in that building. So they got some juice going back. And then these guys, right, they're some of them 19, 20 years old. They naturally wake up and have a little bit of juice to them.
Is there a difference between us working with guys in the NFL versus now you're working with college football players?
No, I don't think so. Obviously time constraints. That's probably the biggest deal in my opinion. But I always go back to the Nick Saban quote. They don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care, and that's every level, right?